Proverbs 15:18. A wrathful man stirreth up strife, but he that is slow to anger appeaseth strife. An angry person that is ready to fight is due to the pride and selfishness within man's depraved nature that we inherited from Adam. Romans 3, verse number 13 begins saying, their throat is an open sepulchre. With their tongues they have used deceit. The poison of asp is under their lips, whose mouth is full of cursing and bitterness. Their feet are swift to shed blood. Destruction and misery are in their ways, and the way of peace they have not known. There is no fear of God before their eyes. A wrathful man causes strife when it can be avoided. Our security team, they were taught that in any situation they should seek to first of all de-escalate it with a calm answer. Proverbs chapter 15 verse 1 is so needful in our lives. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Those that are quick to anger are fools, and violate wisdom with emotional responses. Proverbs 14:17 says, he that is soon angry dealeth foolishly, and a man of wicked devices is hated. Proverbs 14:29 says, he that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit exalteth folly. Ecclesiastes 7 verses 8 and 9 says, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Be not hasty in thy spirit to be angry, for anger resteth in the bosom of fools. Such kind ought to be avoided, for they start and intensify conflicts. In Proverbs 17:14 it says, the beginning of strife is as when one letteth out water. Therefore leave off contention before it be meddled with. In a few verses later it says, he loveth transgression that loveth strife, and he that exalteth his gates seeketh destruction. Later in Proverbs 22 verse 24 and 25 it says, make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go, lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. Wise men have learned to rule their spirit. In the book of James it says, wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. Oh, and we ought to take that into our thoughts. One who has learned to stifle their anger has a testimony. Listen to what it says. Jesus on the Sermon on the Mount said, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Do you realize life is much happier when love infiltrates the soul rather than anger? Proverbs 10:12 says, hatred stirreth up strifes, but love covereth all sins. In 1 Peter 4:8 it says, above all things have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins.